Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Check 43. Monday.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. No. Off. Middle.
Here's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Get him, boy.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Don't be mad.
Jones now. On third down. And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Go!
Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Alert 3, alert! Check 99!
This is Zach Line, the fullback. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Shit. 80. 55. Check, 55, Mike. Get him! 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Now it's Rosen. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Line, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. AT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
I got him! He's checking! Press! Protein spill!
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Quick. Hey, exit. Go.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Jones now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 2.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
A toss to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
What we got?
Jones to throw on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the
You draw Corker.
On the carry, it's Boone. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Mike Boone, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And Diggs has it. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Check 24.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, pushed their backs clearly against the wall.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
General West.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, get away with it.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Throw to the right here to Gordon. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, it's Rosen. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
55, Mike, 55. I'm not ready. Shift. Quarter. Right there in the middle, 55. Better bring it. You better bring it.
Middle.
You better bring it. Deuce. Watch it. What do you got?
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Watch 55. Here we go. Kill.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 10.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lux with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and long.
Let's go. 60 or.
Man, I got you. Kill.
Topper. Snap.
They'll run with Boone here. And an alley to run. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To Gordon, out left.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
54. Check 49. 80.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Five.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
One down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Quarter.
Here's Rosen. Gets it to Gordon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Jones, and he will find Ridley on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards that time. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 26, check 26. Monday. Check 3. Alert. Come.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Open man is Michael Thomas. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Saints, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.